Good morning. We are in Genesis 27. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old, and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. We're in Genesis 27, y'all. Okay. So, verse 3, Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. Okay. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. Yeah, this is a typical, to me, I'm getting out of this, y'all, is that, we need to be pleasing the Father, man. Facts. I'm going to keep reading for a minute, but yeah, we need to be pleasing the Father. The Lord says, go do this, go do this. We know what he likes. He doesn't like red vegetables. He likes meat, savory meat, hot plates. Whew. I do too. Okay. So, we know what the Lord wants. Don't go, if the Lord says go get savory meat, don't go back and bring him a salad. I like salads too. I'm just saying. Yeah. This is a lesson learned. You know what the Lord wants. We know what he wants, okay? I'm going to keep reading for a second. To bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. And Rebekah spoke unto Jacob her son, and saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Okay, there's a lot. There is a lot going on here. It's another chapter with multiple meanings that have valid principles that we can teach on and understand. Okay? Go to the flock. Okay? Now therefore, verse 7, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord, before my death. Oh, here comes the Lord. Here comes the Lord. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son. Only obey my voice, and go fetch me them. Okay, so, yeah. Pause for a second, y'all. We're in verse 13. There is a lot of stuff going on here, of spiritual principles. For one, we're hiding in the Christ. When we go before the Lord, he doesn't see us, he sees him. Especially, that's pretty much the bottom line, man. But it's pulling a fast one. It's not supposed to be what happened on the cross. He is pulling out all the stops. He pulled a rabbit out of the hat when he did that on the cross. So, because God is not a God that forgets things and just forgives things like that. So this miracle on the cross is simply a get out of jail free card. It's something that you do not want to miss. It's unmissable. It's a must-have. Yeah, because God is not. He's trying to show the illustration of the desperation. Even though Esau sold his birthright, he's gonna get it right here anyway. Well, there's multiple meanings, but yeah, I don't want to read too much into this, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so, but one, the Lord knows what He wants. These are the commandments. These are what the Lord wants and doesn't want. Bring me venison and savory meat. We've already talked about the altar of incense and how it rises up, the prayer of the saints, and our aromas that come up from our actions. And we've already seen that. That's what that is. So these are the aromas, the savory meats. You know, the aromas of what we're doing is the savory meat of what He wants. We don't want to unsatisfy the Lord and disappoint Him. The man said, bring him savory meat, bring him savory meat. If the Lord said, drop the big ones, drop the big ones and bear fruit. That simple. That simple. You don't want to disappoint this man, the Christ and the Lord. You do not want to disappoint Him. Because it's not that He'll just be disappointed, He just can't have it. It's just not going to happen. There's no way around it. Okay. No, okay, so we're going to push on for a minute, but yeah, there's a lot of principles here, but mainly it's just the God wants us to see how rare and critical this situation is in respect to you. That's what He wants you to see. You're literally in a bomb shelter in the Christ. You're in a bomb shelter. Like, you are literally clinging to bare life through these. It's going to rain down hail and fire from God. I mean, spiritually, and you are literally in a bomb shelter in the Christ. Bad example, but I mean, not really. Because it was made for you. That's what it was designed for. But there is no other safety. There is no other safety. He's got to go get the venison. She's helping him. That's the Christ. Okay. She's helping him prepare it. That's the Christ helping us in the Word. She's helping him prepare it. She's going to put on garments that look like hairy, like Esau. Yeah. She's helping him prepare it. It's not just him. It's her design. It's her design, okay? She came up with the idea. She told him. Yeah, okay? That's the main points we're getting, y'all. Well, you might say, isn't that kind of like deceitful and wrong? And that's another thing he threw in there. Guys, there's some situations where you just got to get out of the way. Period. A drowning man was going to pull somebody else down to save himself. I mean, not even trying to pull somebody down. So there's all kind of moral dilemmas. So he's listening to the voice of his mom. She said, let the curse be on me and not on you. So that's definitely the Lord right there. He took the curse on him. Okay, so that's definitely an image of the Christ. She says, let the curse be on me and not on you. Let's see what it says. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to be to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son, only obey my voice, and go fetch me them. And this sounds a lot like Abram and his wife, which her name slipped my mind. That's crazy, but yeah. When she said, may the Lord decide between you and me. Because after he had went into the servant Hagar, she had feelings for Abraham. The servant did, and she despised Sarah. So at that point, it would appear that there was more than just the word I'm looking for. There's more than just a going into. It was something romantic. It seemed like it happened, maybe. So she said, may the Lord decide between you and me. She was pissed. Okay. Okay. Only obey my voice and go and fetch me them. Well, that's definitely the Christ. Only obey my voice and go and fetch them. Drop the big ones. Okay. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them on Jacob, her younger son. That is crazy. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob. This is interesting, man, because the Lord God is gonna make sure is an intimate God. He's not somebody who's just gonna take your word for it. Oh Lord, we're good. We're once saved, always saved. Okay, let's take a closer look, buddy. Come here for a second. Come here, not so fast. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me lay a hand on you real quick. Okay. How you been? Da da da. Pat you on the back. You know, let me pull you in for a hug. You know, it's not gonna be no how you want it to be laid out, like stuff like that. No. So there he's covering up his neck. The guy can barely see, if at all. Oh, you don't really sound like you. Come here for a second. You know, so they got skins on his neck, skin on his arms, pretty much everywhere he could possibly feel. Okay. So that's the multiple facets of our instructions. You know, you really got to be doing it for you to be in the Christ. That's what these are details that he's gonna know. If you haven't fully dropped it, if you're still holding stuff back, it's not gonna work. Okay. So they had to go to great lengths to play the role of Esau for the savory meats, providing a aroma like we're supposed to be doing, providing. We need to be pulling up with something the Lord likes, and that's with our good deeds and our behavior and our dropping the big ones and abstaining from things. Those are these details that is coming to mind here. So it wasn't no just easy thing stuff, wow, And they had to move in haste too. They had to move in haste. It's not, yeah. She put the skins and she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob. Bread too, yep. And she came unto his father and said, My father. And he said, Here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. I like it. So, yeah. Something came to mind, but it slipped my mind. Okay, so. Arise. Let's go, Falcons. The Lord was the first Falcons fan. Forgive me, Lord, but he rose up to rise up. That's what's going on. We rise up. That's what we do. We rise up. Okay? Preach. Going to Super Bowl this year. All right. Forgive me, Lord, for saying that, but you know. All right, now. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Behold, the Lord thy God brought it to me. Whoa, now. He's really telling a tale this time. And it's about God. So, I don't know. I'm just going to keep reading. Because definitely the Lord brought the Christ to us. He definitely brought the Christ to us. Yup. Facts. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. Yes. Do you want to be intimate with the Lord? Do you think he'll go that far? Yes. He is not a fool. He is not a fool. You're the fool. Thinking you're going to actually get away with all this stuff. So do what you do, man. Soak it in. We need logs on the fire. You're not without purpose. We got to feed Wrath. He's hungry like Uga. We got to feed Wrath. Yeah. Okay. Here's pre-John once saved, always saved. Y'all listen. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father and felt him. No. Verse 27. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. That's judgment, man. Whether it be thy son Esau or not, whether you're in the Christ or not, whether you drop the big ones or not, whether you're not once saved, always saved, man. I was driving behind a truck yesterday and it was Romans 10:9 on there. It said, Whoever confesses with their mouth and believe in their heart will be saved. And then I read the breakdown of that from Google, and it said that we should have a commitment, believing in our heart. That breaks down to having a commitment. It's not just when the heart thing comes to play. That's not just saying it and just walking away. It's a commitment. So there's got to be action there. So I'm just letting you know. That's where that once saved always stuff comes from. It's from those verses. Romans 10:9. And I'm all for that verse. I love it because it's true. Okay. But what about this? What about this part? It doesn't take away from that, because that's how it starts, and that's how it ends. But believing your heart is a commitment. That's also believing the other words that he said. Believing the words of Paul, believing the words of everything else. You believe it in your heart, that means you're showing it. If the Lord comes close to you, he's going to see your real character in what you're doing or not doing. Okay, so don't sit here and read me one verse and tell me that's it, because that's just the nutshell breakdown. And yet that was a sign for me too. I got a lot of signs, man. A lot of signs. Okay. Now, all right. And so he's going up to Esau. He said, "Come close, that I may feel that if you are my son or not." Because, yeah. This is crazy. Once saved, always saved thing, man. I don't know. All right, now. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, "The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau." And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, and his brother's Esau's hands. So he discerned him not. That's how we're supposed to be in the Christ, man. When we pull up, we need to be looking like the Christ, man. Not just when we pull up, but it's a process. It's a process. So that we're vibrating at a frequency that's going to be recognizable to the Christ consciousness frequency. We're going to be vibrating at a frequency where he can see us. I mean, he sees it now. I'm just saying he's going to see it when it's time. I mean, that time is always. It's not like we're not being judged right now. You know, it's always judgment. We're just still gliding along. But it's not like we're going to be judged. We're being judged all the time, though. Okay? You're just getting time. You're getting time. You're serving a purpose. You know, whether it's breaking somebody down, whatever it is, you're serving a purpose, however small that role may be. Unbelievably small. You're playing a role in the grand scheme of things. Even if it means hurting somebody or breaking somebody down. You're going to need breaking down, or whatever it may be. There's a role. That's the part that's deeper initiated understanding. So, okay. So yeah, he discerned him not. That's what we want. We don't want him to see us as we are, the sinners. We don't want him to see us like that. We want to be looking like the Christ inside. That's where it matters. Inside. Come here. And it's also here nice because I like this part here because the Father is showing affection. He's a hands-on Father, you know. He's a hands-on Father. He's not just coming through and, you know. No, he's like, come here, son, you know. And, he wants to feel, let me feel your hands. How you doing? Da-da-da. It's a hands-on relationship. He's showing all the affection that you're supposed to get as a father. So, a lot of stuff here, man. Good stuff. Which is what we should want. Don't you want the Lord to really know who you are and what you're about and really know? Really know. He really knows, but that's what God is. God is intimate, man. God can only know all things. That's just part of his character, but that's how it ought to be. God is full attention. God is your full attention. He's giving you his full attention. And he wants to know everything. He wants to know. He knows everything, but it's just one of those things, man, that he's everything you'd want to be as someone who you want somebody to be interested in you. He's that guy. He's that guy that cares about everything. Facts. He's that guy that cares more than anybody. Facts. Why do you think he gave the Christ? Why do you think he gave all these instructions? Why do you think he gave all the examples? Why do you think you have this channel right here? Why do you think you're being broken down to right now? Why do you think it's being broken down to right now? So that you see the affection of God and the way he cares. Just do what you do. Your purpose is to satisfy him, and of course that's going to satisfy you. It's a double-edged sword, man, and nothing is going to beat that. Nothing is going to rise up to that. Nothing is going to amount to that. Everything else is a deception. Okay, you give the Lord what he wants. He's going to give you what you want. Even if you don't see it at the time, you got to trust. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's coming. Look at Paul. He was sitting in prison. Beaten, stoned. All that stuff. Sitting there. He just said, it's going to be all right. He said, he said he has been through so much. But he counts it all as joy. Knowing that what he's doing is going to do what it's supposed to do. Completely giving up his self-image. He is not even himself anymore. He is literally filled with joy knowing that he is going to make the gospel spread through his sufferings. And that's just basic stuff. And that, if you're there, you're there. That's close. That's close to God. That's knowing. That's when your faith is out the window. That's one of my things. You're out the window when you know that you're that close, that you can see the truth, that it goes against all worldly logic. Nowhere in the world do you see that kind of logic. Nowhere. Nowhere do you see that in any curriculum in schools. Nowhere do you see anything like that. Nowhere. That goes against all logic. So, but the Lord has not left us without this. And he speaks about it like it's common sense. It is. All right. And he said, art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. Because, yeah, guys, don't forget that Esau was Isaac's favorite anyway. He already said that Isaac loved Esau because of the venison. And, yeah, guys, we have to find favor, man. Yeah, God love you, but where's the action, guys? Where's the action? Do some stuff for the Lord, man. Drop the big ones. This is action, man. Ask the Lord what He'll have you do, man. Do some stuff for the Lord. Give the Lord a reason to see you as the Christ. Give the Lord a reason, man. That's why He loved Esau, because of the venison. I mean, I'm sure He loved him anyway, but his favorite was Esau. His mother's favorite was Jacob, because he was a man of, I don't know why, but I forgot what the reason was, but he was a man of the tents. A plain man. A plain man, whatever that means. Okay. All right. Now. And he said, bring it to me. I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. That my soul may bless thee. So let me finish this verse and we'll get into that. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. So basically, when you're doing good stuff for people and they are happy at you, it's not necessarily it's not necessarily, what I'm getting out of this is that they don't necessarily have to officially bless you. It's coming automatically. When you're good to people and they have good feelings towards you, or satisfied feelings, or you've met a need of some sort, then it's automatic blessing. That my soul may bless you, he says. This is it's like karma. It's like the law of karma, basically. So, that my soul may bless you. So that's a big point to get out of this. That when you're doing good things, yeah. And that's one of the big things, y'all. It's not just about stopping the big ones and stopping your covetousness and your idolatry. It's not about stopping all that. That's part of it, but that's just basics. You need to be, doing things and stuff like that. So if you're doing things and you haven't dropped the big ones, that's great. But guys, let's go ahead and finish it off and drop the big ones, man. That way you can get your blessings. Because you're blocking your blessings, man. I'm just throwing that out there, okay? Take or leave it. Don't go out there and try to do good deeds. It shouldn't even be good deeds. That should be your natural behavior. That should be your natural line of motion at this now. Don't say, oh, let me go out of my character to do good deeds. No. Your good deeds should be natural to you. Okay, if it's not, let's get there. Not a big deal. Oh, we went to a soup kitchen this week. That's awesome. Great, but let's not make this. Let's make this a natural part of your life. That it would be not natural for you not to do it. Okay? It's not about soup kitchens, although that's great. You got to drop the big ones, y'all. Okay. So, all right. So, and he came near and kissed him and smelled. Okay. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore, God give thee of the dew of the heaven, and of the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Okay? So guys, the Lord is using multiple things to discern whether you have to do multiple things to get by him. Okay, he's going to touch you. He's going to taste of the things you've done. He's going to ask you questions. He's going to come here, let me smell you. You ain't going to get by this thing, man, unless you're on point, bro. Period. 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 You are not going to get by this thing unless you're on point. He does not want to not bless you. The Christ is the image of what we're supposed to be looking like. And that's what happened here. He was without sin. Period. He was without sin. Period. And no guile was found in his mouth. He did not lie. Period. Yeah, he turned over some tables in the temple. He got angry. That was his father's house. At that time, the spirit had not left him. That was kind of odd, the way that went down. But no, I mean, not really, but you need to be looking like the Christ, man. So for you to say, I just don't want to sin anymore, period, you're not out of character. That's where you're supposed to be. And that's what I've been telling y'all. Look at all the lengths his father went to discern. And that was just regular stuff. He was going to do that anyway to Esau because he's close. God is a close God. He's going to know. He's going to know. He's going to know. I mean, this dude put on skins. He literally put on a Halloween costume, or he went to like Hollywood and had like professionally done, basically a disguise. Basically, he's got the skin on. He's got the hair, neck, anything his father could possibly tell has been covered. So he used three different senses. He said, "Come, speak to me, let me feel you, kiss me," and he smelled him. He ate of the food. You're doing a lot in here. And the guy was already skeptical. He said, "Yeah, you got back fast. What happened?" So, all right. Let the people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be the Lord over thy brethren, and let my mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. So guys, here we go with the prophecies. This is exactly what happened later on down the line. Jacob. This is exactly what happened. Everything he's saying is coming to pass. So, Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. Sounds like the Christ. That's pretty much as great as you can get when you say, cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be everyone that blesseth thee. In other words, he's the catalyst. You know, that's the prime denominator. He's the one affecting everything. He's the pinnacle. This is the Christ, man. The elect. This is the one. This is the elect, the chosen one. This is Christ. Everything comes off of him. He is the catalyst. He is the main principle. He is the cornerstone. He is the apex. He is everything that matters. Everything else is coming after him. He is the king. He is everything is under his feet is a footstool. He is the Alpha. He's the Omega. He's everything that matters. And it came to pass as soon as so basically saying, guys, if you're not on this train, it's not in your favor. Period. You may not see it right now. You know, all that. You may not see it right now. But if you're not on this train and living up to the standards of the Lord discerning you, then it's not in your favor. You may not see it right now. This is what's going on. But there will be a time when this stuff is going to matter. It matters now. It matters now. If you're seeing this video, man, this is coming from the heart, man, this preaching. This is coming from the heart. If you're not in line, bro, if you're not going to pass the test of all this, let me rewind it one time real quick and see what it says right here. He said, and Isaac said unto his son Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. Guys, that's to you. That's to you. Come near to the Lord. Let me discern whether you are in the Christ or not. Romans 10:9 says, believe it in your heart. If you believe in your heart, you're going to do everything the Lord says. If you don't, then you don't believe it in your heart. You're just saying it with your mouth. It says, say it in your mouth and believe in your heart. Don't sit here and tell me once saved, always saved. You can be. You can be. Where do you see in the Bible, once saved, always saved? Where do you see that? Once saved, always saved. Where do you see that? It's not there. Sorry. It's not there. Okay? Faith without works is dead. Can we attain to Christ and be like him completely? I doubt it. I doubt it. Is there a degree of effort? Well, he'll know. Probably. I'm not saying it's not attainable, but it says be holy, for I am holy. You know, I think it is, man. I think it is. Look at some of these priests out here, man. They're literally walking the walk, man. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Turn up, turn up, turn up for the Lord. Turn up your righteousness, man. Drop the big ones. No, we're not going to be able to finish this today, man. I just want to make sure we get a lot of this, bro. Okay. And it said, 27:30. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his son came in from his hunting. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me, and I have eaten of all before thou camest? And he blessed and have blessed him, and he shall be blessed. So there's a lot going on here, man. It's a Christ picture, bro. It's a Christ picture. We're getting the blessing in the Christ. A blessing is a blessing. When he said it, he meant it to whoever he was speaking to. It just didn't happen to be the person he had intended. You know? That's typical stuff going on here. He's explaining how the Christ works in this chapter. That's what this is. He's explaining how the Christ works. That's what this is. I guarantee it. I'm dead on. I am dead on with myself, bro. Facts, period. What else does it mean? What else could it mean? I'm dead on with my stuff. This story is a perfect Christ picture. It's giving you the dynamic of how that works in God's eyes. This is how this works. And once you realize how that works, you realize how lucky we are to have this. You know, this is a heist. This is a heist. This is like a casino robbery they're doing here, man. That's how lucky we are to have the Christ to pull off something like this. That's how lucky we are to have the Christ. Literally like walking to a casino and pulling a heist against all odds. And you know, walking out filthy rich without any work being done. There's work to be done, but you could never earn this type of money. You could never get this type of wealth anywhere else. It is a literal. This is a something. It's a Christ picture. You could never get this naturally. Honestly. You could never earn this type of money or do anything to get the wealth that the Christ has for us. There is not a way possible. You could not be righteous enough. You couldn't know. No. It's the Christ spirit that allows us to be who we're supposed to be and resonate at the vibration frequency that we're supposed to be hitting on so that we can look at a Christ consciousness level. So, and his mother designed it. You know, but the Lord had already spoke on this before his mother had did this. So it's the Lord is just fulfilling his stuff. He spoke to Abraham. He said, or he spoke to Isaac. He said the younger will do this and that. The younger will serve the older. So all this stuff, it's the Lord doing this. The Lord gave us the Christ. He's going to give you the power to do it. And all that. The Lord is doing this, but he already pronounced it. It's not like this stuff is just a surprise. It's happening. No, the Lord already spoke on this. So the Lord will do at all costs to do this. At all costs, the Lord's stuff is going to be fulfilled, y'all. It don't matter. Somebody falls off. You don't want to follow. No problem. We just need numbers in the Lamb's Book of Life. We just need to fill up lines in the Lamb's Book of Life. You can come and go. You can come and go. I look at it like a roster on a team. We got so many spots to fill. We got to fill this up. All right, guys. Now look. We didn't get all the way through. But that's okay because this is some deep stuff on this chapter. 27. We're in 27:33. 27:33. There's a lot. There's more here, man. So I'm gonna stop right there for time, y'all. But yeah, this is a lot going on here. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And I've decided on Sunday we're gonna do New Testament only on Sunday because we're not getting enough of First Peter and stuff where I want to be at. But it's all through this picture. All right, guys. All through this is the same thing. It's about the Christ. It's about you. It's a heart issue. Romans 10:9. All right. See you guys tomorrow.